We just cross our fingers now at this point. Tell you when it's live. So I watch on my phone. If you watch along on your phone, make sure and turn the volume off because you'll get a double.
Okay, that's what
I think we're there. Right. Welcome, everyone. Let's see here. Let's close these things out. Look at it via Zoom. See if peeps are joining us here. I'm gonna hop over to Lisa Zimmer, Essential Oils Biz Tips. My hair is tickling my nose. Make sure that we are live. This is Lisa Zimmer, and I am here. Yep, they're coming on, Kayla. All right, I have a special guest for you today. I'm super excited. One, I figured out how to do this so you don't have to watch me for 3 minutes setting up this live Zoom. So that's exciting. That's progress. And then I have Kayla with us, who I'm super excited to introduce. Kayla, what rank are you? I forgot to ask you that.
I am silver.
Silver. Okay, fabulous. So I want to tell you what Kayla had posted. So one, I'm super excited for her because what she posted, this was a few weeks back, was, hey, I'm having trouble. My hostesses keep offering to buy essential oils on their account for my class attendees. So I'm selling lots of rollers, but not getting enrollments. And I was out of town that weekend and was detoxing from my phone. And so I never even saw it till like 2 days later. And she had posted like 10 hours later, never mind, I figured it out. I Zimmered my class and everyone enrolled. And so I was like, yay, one, that level of problem solving ability is a sign of a true builder that's going to get to higher ranks because you did it anyway. Even though nobody was there to tell you what to do, you did it anyway. So that was exciting. I don't even know you. So I'm super excited to hear your story. And she's going to share with you all what she did. I said, that's awesome. You Zimmered it. What's that mean? What did you do? You got to tell us more. And so this is going to be really helpful if you are struggling at your classes to get people to enroll. You have to keep going. You have to keep trying new things, and you have to figure out what you're doing wrong so that you can fix it. So Kayla, tell us what was going wrong and then what you changed and what went right and how it worked out for you.
Okay, so to be honest, I guess I'm going to be one of those where before, I don't know, I don't really know what was going wrong. I just know that this one particular host, she had a couple make and takes and a great turnout. I mean, if you're looking number wise, the one before this one, she probably had about 20 people there.
Wow.
And so obviously we like to hear that there's that many people at a class, but at the same time, it can be kind of overwhelming. And also you can kind of lose a little bit of control. Mm-hmm. But she had so many people and friends that she was inviting, but I could not get enrollment from her group. They just, I would hear them in the middle of classes going, okay, well, this is what I want to order this month. And I'm just like, no, I'm not getting
the
madness. And it just, I felt like no matter what I was doing, it just wasn't working. And so after I learned the Zimmer method, which has been going amazing for my classes, I got her to have another make and take. And so I was like, okay, like this is going to happen because I've been using all your different methods because I'm in love with your stuff for what, like 5 months now. And I've had success after success after success. Like, I'm not kidding. It's just been amazing. So I was like, all right, we're doing this make and take. It's going to happen. And I get there and it was a little smaller of a class, which I think was perfect. But I just like, this is how I prep for my make and takes now. I watch Zimmer. It's not Netflix and chill. It's I watch Zimmer and I just study you.
So weird to me.
So I walked into the class and I felt really confident in it. That was the first thing, is I think your mindset is super important. And the second we sat down, I started the class. And in my mind this time, every time I heard somebody ask me a question about an oil or tell me something they were interested in, I made a mental note and I was like, all right, we're, whether they do the big bottle kit or the small bottle kit, I have a list of stuff that they can have their own personalized kit. And so that really helped me this time. I wasn't so focused on getting the enrollment. I was truly listening so that I could turn around and Zimmer them. And that is in 60 seconds, tell them what they just told me they wanted and ask them if they're ready to get the membership or account. I don't say membership anymore. And that's exactly what happened. I mean, it was small enough where I was able to kind of keep up with what everybody was asking me. And at the very end, I was like, okay. And I think this one particular girl, weight loss was her thing. And it just so happened that we were doing the women's wellness make and take. And so like the grapefruit and I'm trying to think of what other oils are on there. But not only was she into like the women's wellness aspect of it, but she was really wanting the weight loss. So I was like, these are the oils that are perfect for the weight loss. Plus you're going to get the benefits that we talked about during the class of the same oils. Are you ready? This is how much it'll be. Are you ready to get your own account today? And they said, yes. And I was like, how is this so hard before?
Because we don't say the right words.
You're right. You're right. The one thing I learned is tell them what they need and ask them if are you ready to get your account? And that just worked. And I walked out of there going, how many times have I tried, like hardcore tried to tell them, if you're ordering under someone else, you're not benefiting yourself and just earning other people free stuff. It didn't matter what I said, but in that class, I totally turned it around and I was on cloud nine for like days after that.
Yeah, you found your way, you found your path, you found your words. That's what I noticed. The hardest part is with new builders is just helping them find their words. And what's funny is it's all the same words, but we have to figure out how to put it into the situation. But that was key right there. So tell them what they need. You need this and this, and you use the handout, the weight loss and women's wellness handout, right? So you get for those of you that are watching, especially if you're new, it is lisazimmer.net/shop, the tools that she's referring to. So Kayla's been teaching different class topics, and the class was women's wellness, right?
Yep, I'm pretty sure it was.
But then someone asked about weight. So she just went to her binder of our handouts and opened to the weight handout and then showed her that when she was talking with her privately as well. And so she didn't just try to push weight. She listened to what the customer wanted, and it was weight. And so she just opened that, picked products from it, looked up the price of the products for her. You didn't give her a catalog, did you?
No.
Or a price list, did you?
No. Nope. I don't use any of that.
No catalogs, no price lists.
Nope.
And, that's how much I don't use the catalogs in teaching. It's actually called the product guide. I've always called it a catalog, but no one saw that, right? She just mentally tabulated what the products were that the woman needed and gave her a total dollar amount with the $35 included, didn't itemize it, didn't over explain it, didn't confuse the heck out of her. Kayla listened, and when you're listening, your mouth is closed. So she was listening and then told them what they wanted. Here's what you want. Here's how much it is. Do you want to go ahead and order today on your own account and get the extra perks and get this goodie bag? You do goodie bags?
I do goodie bags now. Yep.
Goodie bags of free stuff. Yay.
And I get more people on LRP during the membership overview from using your handouts too, your recipe sheets.
Okay, tell us about that. Tell us the process, because I say it and I'm so used to saying it, but I want to hear it from someone else, how you did it and what tool you used.
Okay, so in your files, you have a free, I think it's recipe handout.
Now what plus recipes. Yep.
Okay, yeah, I got my oils now what. I literally just, I printed a ton of them. So they sit in my thing, I pull one out and I go there with their ID number wrote down, their password, and then our team pages. I literally read everything that you have on there. I do not stray from that. I found as long as I'm reading through that, Things go amazing, and they literally have no questions at the end because I've told them everything normally people ask in those things.
And
And when we get
because they're reading along with you instead
yes,
of just hearing random words. Like people are so dependent on multiple senses for learning. So they're hearing it from you and they're seeing it on the paper. And so it sticks better.
yeah, yeah. And I do wait until I don't know where it falls in your place, but I do wait until the very end to go over how you order. But I have had 100% people have me set up their LRP while I'm there, and I haven't gotten that in the past. So
Yay.
it's been amazing. Yes.
It's all about, again, the words and the flow. You have to tell a story. And so what she's talking about is how do you do those at 7 to 10 days, right? Or just as
Yeah.
soon as you can? Yeah.
That's my goal. Normally, I'm doing it next week because I know that their oils are coming in, and I don't really like them to wait too long after that.
Yeah.
So,
But you give them the goodie bag at the actual event. You give the goodie bag at
sometimes I'm doing it at member.
okay, either way.
Yeah, sometimes I do that membership overview. It just depends on like the setting, I guess, or
Yeah. If
I
you're
have
with them or if they enrolled over the phone or yep. Okay,
yeah.
perfect. And then she goes to the files tab here in this page or group and prints the free handout. I have my oils now, what plus recipes, and it's your follow-up and it's bulleted. Literally tells the story, and we build up to the LRP and how to order next. So you get them all comfortable with the basics, and then you tell them about LRP, and then you use the recipe pages to make some stuff. And when they don't have the stuff that they want to make, because there's recipes strategically planted so that they want more stuff, plus our handouts that she used at the make and take are strategically planted with stuff on there, not in the kits. And so it's super easy to get their LRP started because they know exactly what they should be starting with to accomplish their goal, which is the topic of the handout. So little by little, how much would you say you've made at make and takes? Like, have you made enough at make and takes to fund all your handout purchases?
Oh yeah, I think so. I'm averaging in between, I would say $80 to 140 so
80 to
far.
140 at each make and take.
And honestly, I think it would be more, but the most amazing thing is I finally, after, Zimmering, getting into the Zimmer, I have 4 leaders who have never felt comfortable teaching their own class, teaching their own classes. So they are totally taking care of their teams, which is so amazing. I'm so proud of them. So I factor in all of that too. If I was also getting their teams at my make and takes, it would probably be bigger. But I have 4 leaders now doing this themselves. Like that's awesome in itself.
That was the dawning moment for me. Like, I have goosebumps when you said that. Like, and I'm ready to cry, and I'm not even hormonal this week because I was so overwhelmed and exhausted from hitting diamond and still being the one to teach almost everybody's classes that I was just like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. This is not what I signed up to do. And I'm dying. I'm actually dying from exhaustion. And at the first make and take, when a brand new builder I didn't even know, she was, like literally just enrolled a few weeks earlier with someone else and told that girl she wanted to build a business, but that girl doesn't know how to train or, you know what I mean? Because we didn't have our builder FAQ like as part of the system. We had it, it just wasn't ingrained in everyone how to use it. And she sat there, she's like, oh, well, I can just totally teach these myself, right? Do I need anything special? Like, I just saw what you did here. Can I just teach these with my own friends? And I was just like, yes, you can. I'm like, I don't even know this girl. No one ever said after our regular old fashioned classes,
Mm-hmm.
can I teach a class like that? That looks easy. I can retain all that random information you were whipping off the top of your head. And
Yep.
keep in mind, this is a girl that is brilliant, a PhD in applied physics, right? And the key was my class was so basic and simple that but it still even entertained her and piqued her interest. It wasn't like she was like, oh, these people are idiots. It was enough to keep the like super smart people that want to know more engaged, and enough not to overwhelm anybody else at any level. And so exciting. How many classes would you say your four people saw you do or did with you before they were like, oh, I can totally do this now, Kayla, I'm ready?
I think one
old-fashioned way, we're like,
yeah.
20 classes in, I was like, teach your own class. And they're like,
oh yeah. And I don't have a story similar to yours by any means, but I do have a powerful story. So I also think that intimidated as well, but how many classes? I think my one leader, she was teaching her own after the first one. I think I maybe come and help her with one. And I think it was 2 for the other one.
I seriously could cry right now. Like,
and
2 years
and I'm going to tell you, Lisa, like going from having leaders on your team. I mean, I've been standing still at silver for a while now. It's been 2 years. So, that kind of gets you a little down. It does. But to see my leaders totally turn around, and like my one lady went from teaching no classes to herself, literally felt like she needed me. And I hope she's watching today, to I think she's teaching about 3 or 4 a month by herself now. Like her team fell in love with them, and they're like, we want one every week or every other week. Like, and she's been amazing. Like that, it's so refreshing, and it's been awesome.
This was way better than I even expected. I'm so excited. All right, so this is probably going to end up on YouTube, for the world to see. So good thing we did our hair and makeup today, right?
Right.
So wet. All right, so for those of you that are watching that are new to this or seeing it for the first time on YouTube or whatever, this is why we exist. This is why those Zimmer systems are in place. All right, so Kayla was stuck as silver for 2 years. Her builders did not want to teach classes, and implementing the Zimmer make and take system, she's selling $80 to $140 at each make and take class. So that's funding all her handouts. She gets to buy more handouts, pays for all her supplies, and she's enrolling everyone now. And so let me go in order here. So you teach the class with the TRIFOLD. You use our TRIFOLD. Okay. So the TRIFOLD and the class handouts, the make and take by topic, everything on this site is written for make and take, general recipe. Like you can use it in any scenario. It doesn't say make and take on it. So it's just perfect for every situation. Those are all available at lisazimmer.net/shop. And then, so the next step would be you get them enrolled and you do your follow-up. And so, or give them a goodie bag. Okay, so goodie bags you just make yourself, and the how to do goodie bags is here in this Facebook group, Lisa Zimmer Essential Oils Biz Tips. I know it's a long name, but and you go to the announcements tab and you scroll through the pictures and you click on the pictures that says step, whatever number it is, goodie bags. So click on that, and then that is all going to tell you how to do goodie bags. So she does the goodie bags. Then when she talks to them, she prints out, I have my oils now what plus recipes. It's a free handout. And I'm going to try to get it on our website and as a free download. But otherwise it's in the files tab here in Lisa Zimmer Essential Oils Biz Tips. Print out, I have my oils now what plus recipes. It's just one document. And it's 3 pages if you print them separate, or 2 pages if you print them front to back. And that still leaves them like a blank side of one of them to make notes on too from their I have my oils now what membership overview. And she's getting every single person on LRP now. So 100% of them. That is so exciting. Okay. And then let's see, what else? What am I missing? Do you use the FAQ system?
I do. I should
have asked you all this stuff before, but I didn't. So I'm like, pins and needles. Hope she says yes. Yay. So
So,
tell me what you do then with our FAQ customer system.
okay, so to be fair, I did just purchase it maybe 3 weeks ago.
Okay, perfect.
Because I'm not gonna lie, like I'm learning this about Miss Lisa Zimmer is that she's a genius. And when I first started, I even down to the door price slips, Lisa, I was like, oh, I have like tons of those. I'm not gonna use her freebies. Like I'm just gonna use these up. And then I'm sitting at one of my leaders make and take, and she hands me this little form that has all of your class ideas. And she's like, oh, I just love this. Like it's telling me what my people want to learn about. And I was like, give me that. Why am I not using this? This is genius.
There's so many methods to madness. People are like, oh, it's a drawing slip. I'm like, oh no, honey, it's not a drawing slip.
Oh, no, no, no. So yeah, so I went through and I did the FAQ. I did it a little differently. I went on my team page and I said, hey, this is what I'm working on. Is it something that you want on our page, or do you want to do a separate page? And they want to do the separate. I kind of had something in place before, but it was like every month, 10 days out of the week, I was having to go do this. So I've completely replaced that, and we're doing the FAQ now on a separate page, just like you.
Yep. I keep
You have set up. Yeah.
Okay. So what she's talking about is, okay, so our FAQ, so now she's enrolled these people, right? And she still does the membership overview, but not everybody's going to get with you. Not everybody's going to retain the information on that one visit. So the FAQ system for customers is a standalone Facebook group, or you can implement it as units within your existing members Facebook group. And it's 20 of the top most commonly asked questions in Doterra, again, to tell a story and plant seeds. Everything I use tells a story and plant seeds for a million other things that you don't realize. And so she adds her people, her new enrollments, to this Facebook group, and it's 20 posts. Nobody else posts. It's not a bunch of overwhelming information, and it's in bite-sized chunks that people can process. And it's visual graphics. It's a handout they can print out, and it's video, because it's for, you don't know if someone's going to be an audio learner, a visual learner. This way it's every process of learning, and they get the information, so they're more likely to retain it. So she enrolls someone, she adds them to her team FAQ group, and she tags them and posts 1, 2, and 3 on how to use what they just got, what supplies to order for more, what ideas on what to order next, how to use what's coming, and how to order next. I already said, but it's why we LRP, right? So we have no problem getting people on LRP because they've read it in this non-salesy post where they're like, oh, everybody orders this way. The lady said, the paper says, it just says, and people are more likely to do it, not just because you told them to, you're selling something, but because the video and the paper tells them to. So it must be true. And so, boom, they're off and running. And then the other 17 posts are strategically written to grow them in their doTERRA process, right? So like I wanted to build a doTERRA business and knew nothing about it and had no access to any information. So I sold, 10 milliliter roller balls for $10 for months and wasted all this time because I didn't know there was a business. There's seeds planted in there that says, for example, one of the posts is, hey, want to have a fun DIY make and take class with all your friends and get free stuff? Here's how. And they schedule it. And then another one's like, hey, are your friends and family jealous about your oils or want oils too? Here's how to help them get started with their own account. We don't order oils for our friends, but here's what to do next, right? And so they're growing into this, and you can tag people in that. Like if someone says, hey, I want to enroll my sister, what do I do? No more, 20-minute conversation on the phone about how to do it. You just say, great, I'll tag you in post 13 on how to enroll your own friends and family. If you need anything, Kayla, let me know. Boom, done. And so I call the FAQ systems. We have one for builders, one for customers. They're both on the website today. I'm so excited. And get them both and get your life back. I call them our get my life back system, because how is it Like, are you using it? Like, I know you just got it. So have you added and tagged your first people?
So I'm still trying to work out exactly how I want to do this, because before I was doing for anybody who was new or felt like they needed a refresher, I always put it out on my team page.
Mhm.
I would have them on a separate page, and for 10 days I would do posts not clearly as great as yours. And if they each day logged in and read each post, I sent them a completion gift.
Oh,
So
that's
I'm still trying to work out. Yeah, because then I know that they're actually reading everything. So I am right now, I've started like I'm adding my leaders that I would like to look at it. And my goal is to try to do the same thing with that. Give people the option. I don't know if I'll have them read like every single post, but I'm going to tag them in a post that says, if you read, post 1, 2, 5, 7, 10,
Mhm.
11, in the next few days, comment done. Like I always put a little trick at the bottom so I know that they're reading it, like
Yeah.
to know that you got it done, like comment this. And if they do that, I'm still thinking that I will send a completion gift out to keep that
I
going, because I
love
do
it.
think people take the time to actually read them because everybody wants free stuff. Right?
Yeah.
So with a little gift from me, even if it's just a couple extra roller bottles, they're excited to get them and make some of the recipes that they were given. So
That's brilliant. I have my team Zoom tonight. I'm gonna implement that with my team. So we have the builder FAQ and the customer FAQ. I'm gonna talk to my leaders about doing it for both. So, oop, you froze a little bit. Hopefully you come back. Okay, good. So yeah, I'm gonna do that for both. So I'm training my team. We've had our builder FAQ system. So same thing, like if someone comes to Kayla now and says, I don't know if you've gotten the builder FAQ yet. We literally just launched it for everyone.
I
Um,
haven't yet.
says, hey, I want to share and build Doterra. And there was not a simple, super simple, other than meet with someone for 2 hours, system in place to get them started. And so now when one of these new people says, well, that was fun, I want to share and build it like you, Kayla, she can just add them to the builder FAQ, tag them in posts 1, 2, and 3, and say, you get a completion gift. When you're done, let's
Mm-hmm.
set a time and schedule our appointment. Because, like with new builders, action equals everything. And so many don't take action, but we invest tons of time. And so this way, this will be the action.
Yeah.
So, hey, complete this, comment done. When you're done, let me know and we'll schedule a time to chat and I'll give you a completion gift. And your completion gift could be, a couple trifolds. Because when someone says they want to share and build, I don't make them buy the trifolds until they're actually like enrolled like 3 people and really going to share and build, because I don't want to scare them away with the $20 fee to buy their own trifold. So I'll give them, 5 trifolds to hand out, and it could be the free trifolds. It could be you could buy them their access to make and take. I'm not sure I would do that right out of the gate. Like I would teach the first class. But completion could be, let's schedule your first class. And if you read the posts and schedule your first class, you get a completion package. I
Yes.
love it. You're so smart. See, this is why we all work together on biz tips.
Yes.
I love it. But it could be like some 5 milliliter roller balls,
Mm-hmm.
some labels, just something fun. It doesn't have to be expensive, just enough to get them to take action and pay attention.
Yes.
Really, they just want free stuff, and we'll just help them get the free stuff and help them follow through. Super smart. All right. I'm not looking at questions because I've been so excited about this call and engaged in what you had to say. All right. So let me answer a couple questions. Are you okay on time?
Yeah, I'm great.
Okay, cool. All right. Do you add the FAQ to your existing team page or to a totally different group for that? So you add it. This is Hillary. Hillary, the FAQs, you can do it 2 ways. You can create a separate standalone group. Kayla actually asked her team what they wanted. I have a standalone group for my team. And then the new way that a lot of people are doing it, and Lana Perry, who can help with that, she takes our FAQ system. It's $39 for the customer one. You buy it from us on our website, lisazimmer.net shop, and it's all the data, it's all the information. And then you just copy and paste it and create your own group separate, or put it within your existing closed members only group in units. And you can Google what units are. But if you don't want to do that, then once you get into the group, you buy our download and you request to join our group so you can see how we have it set up. Leanna's information's in there. You fill out a Google form and she can build it all for you, and you pay her $20 to do it. She can do that for the customer and for the builder. All right, Donna says, great job, Kayla. Thank you for being bold and trying the Zimmer way and successfully sharing. Yay.
Thank you.
Very exciting. So Claire says, love that idea, completion package. All right, so Kayla's getting credit for the completion package idea. We're all going to be busy getting caught up on those. Right. How do you know they read it? Elena, she says they comment done. So I know, I haven't done the completion gift yet, but I know people read it because when I tag them, meaning I just go to the post and I comment below the post with their name, and then it turns blue or whatever, I click on it so it tags them, and I say, hey Elena, check out this post on how to order next. A lot of times I know they read it because they'll like the post or like my comment, or I see them set up their LRP. Plus then I do it within 24 hours of them enrolling, and so I can check again at our 7-day members follow-up and say, did you, because there's a bullet point on that document about FAQ groups, and I'll be able to say, hey, did you notice you were in there? And they'll be like, oh, I haven't had time yet. I'm like, no worries, let's go over that now, and we look at it again together. So they did because they take some sort of action, and if they don't, sorry, I can't read these so good on my phone. It only shows me like the first part of everybody's questions, but I'll go through back here when we're done and answering more questions. So, Crystal says, thank you, Kayla, for sharing that you've been stuck at silver for 2 years. She has, let's see, I really needed to hear that today. Yay. So very inspiring, Kayla. Right. So, ask your questions in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up because I know Kayla's busy too. And we'll repost this in here. It automatically reposts it. But we're also going to load it to YouTube so that you can share it with whoever you want to share it with. And be sure to add your, I don't know, sharers might get a little overwhelmed with the old biz tips group, but make sure you add your builders to this group. And it's free to join. I answer questions when I can. It's not a full service group. And so if I don't get your question, don't be offended. I get hundreds of private messages and tags a day that I literally just can't even see them all or answer them all anymore. I just don't even see them. They just get buried in Facebook. In fact, Facebook stops showing me comments because if I don't start answering them at 99, everything over 99 gets buried and locked, and I can't even get access to it. So we do our best, but the goal is to keep this a free group. People have suggested, charge like quarterly for the group, and then, be more on to answer questions. And I just want to keep this group open and free for everybody. And so, but with that in mind, I can't spend 50 hours a week answering questions on biz tips. So don't be offended if your question doesn't get answered. But we'll keep having guest speakers like Kayla because this is how we all learn. I've been doing this so long now. I know what my experiences are, but what we do to sabotage ourselves is we'll say, oh, well, I can't do it like Lisa Zimmer can. Just like the old 101 classes we used to teach, right? We were talking about all this data and information and testimonials off the top of our head and using these words that people didn't know. So they were all sitting in the audience going, well, I can't do what Kayla does. I can't do what Lisa does. My story did sabotage my building ability for a long time because I spent too much time on my story, and I should have spent, 1 minute or less on my story and shared the normal everyday stories. And, you know, can't even think of compliant words right now, so I won't even give an example, but the normal everyday stories, because that's what people can relate to. Because people would come to me and be like, oh, I can't do what you do because I don't have a story like that. Stop sabotaging yourself. Teach so that you're not setting yourself up for that. So like share your story, but share some normal stories that they can relate to. You just need a story. I don't care what it is. It doesn't even have to be your own. But what has Doterra done for you? Share your story in your classes and get yourself set up. Use the right language like Kayla did. Kayla just tweaked a couple things. One, you tweaked your mindset first, right? I am going to do this time. I am going to make it happen. It was confidence because you'd already done enough make and takes. You found your confidence. You listened. You paid attention to what their problems were, and you didn't just ramble on about the oils. You went straight for their problem, pulled out the handout for their problem, and let the handout close the deal for you. And all you have to say is, shall we go ahead and order that on your own account now? And good summary?
Full Zimmer them.
Full Zimmer. When you posted that, we were on vacation. I read it to my husband. He's like, you got to find out what that means. I said, I do, because I don't even know, because we just do this stuff. And it's like, what part changed for you? Like, what resonated with you? So I'm excited for you, Kayla. This is awesome. So
Thank you.
You're probably on target for, with your 4 leaders teaching classes on their own. You're probably on target for Gold November, December, maybe.
We're doing it.
November, December is the month. October, November, December. So get your ducks in a row, people. Get your structuring down. If you don't know it, do a mentor call with me. That's lisazimmer.net/mentoring to order that. And let's get your structures ready so you can rank October, November, December. So why are those months so important? October, we launched new products. So you're going to explode with volume. November, we have the holiday catalog that comes out. And I mean, just hands down, huge, huge month because the products are always amazing. Sometimes we have BOGOs the week of Thanksgiving. And in December, we have always had, doesn't mean they always will. Doterra keeps changing things up every month, every year. So we never count on anything. But get your ducks in a row so you're ready. And we've had 200 PV frankincense in December, plus the carryover of the holiday catalog. So it is time to rank. Get it together, get excited and rejuvenated at convention in what, 3 weeks? I'm not ready. Get excited and rejuvenated at convention. Get ready to go. Be ready to rock and roll when you get back and really kill it for October, November, December and hit that new rank. So I'm excited for you, Kayla. I sure appreciate you coming on today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Private message me your mailing address for me.
I sure will.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, everybody. I'm going to wrap this up and try to get it loaded to YouTube this week. And if you have any questions, post them in the comments. Thanks, Kayla. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Happy oiling.